Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in KITZUR HILCHOS SHABBOS, laws of bishul, of cooking, and we are in this small little piece of how to make tea on Shabbos. We spoke about it a lot at length last time. There's one more point that he would like to make. If a person would like to make more tea from the leaves that he already made the tea essence from on Erev Shabbos, he should do that he puts them into a kli sheni, a second kli. But do not pour hot water over them from the kli rishon, from a first level vessel. So you should put them into a kli sheni. Remember, they were already cooked, they were already made into tea essence, and now you want to make more tea essence out of them, apparently, and more tea. So therefore you put these leaves now into a kli sheni. Nevertheless, b'malkim tzarich, in a case where you have necessity, I guess we'll call it, you have guests, you have someone that needs tea, you have someone maybe is sick, even in such a case, if need be, you could pour from a kli rishon on top of these already cooked leaves. As long as the tea essence was made previously on Erev Shabbos, Friday, and you already poured boiling water over them before, so they're completely cooked. You have to make sure, though, that with these leaves that remain, there's no lachluchis, there's no liquids that are together with them, which is going to be quite difficult, I believe, unless you somehow manage to dry them out completely. Because if there's liquid that's along with them, so that it already cooled off, we already mentioned that once that liquid cools off, and now you heat it up once again, that's called bishul, cooking after cooking. So you'd have to be extremely careful over here. And therefore, if you would pour from a kli rishon over these tea leaves that have some kind of a liquid attached to them, there's a concern that you are actually cooking in that case, and that would be a problem. And furthermore, he writes, we already explained you have to be very careful about boirer, about separating one thing from the other, the tea leaves from the liquid and the like. So too, if the leaves are still in the tea bag, take a look above when we spoke about boirer, what's going on over there, how careful you have to be. The water goes to the tea bag you put into the water, you pull the tea bag out of the water, that could be boirer. Very complicated, he writes over here, and therefore I don't think this is recommended to try this one at home if you could avoid it, because you're going to end up coming to some kind of close area of being machal Shabbos in the world of bishul, and therefore the best thing is, like we mentioned previously, make the tea essence before Shabbos, or get your instant tea, which would be like the instant coffee, which we're going to have to speak about at some point, how to make coffee on Shabbos. And in that way, you'll be Shomer Shabbos kitchen. You'll drink Shomer Shabbos tea, and you won't have to worry about the Chil Shabbos, the desecration that could come along from a simple glass of tea. Have a wonderful day.